All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We find ourselves on the Towers of Doom map today, and I'm going to be playing, yes, a different build for Probius. This one is focused around his W abilities. This is Warp Rift. We leave it on the ground. After a while, it explodes. Well, today we're going to be enhancing that to the best of our ability. So, cannons are out, and timing multiple skill shots are in. I don't see how we could have any trouble with this at all. Hitting heroes is our first quest. After hitting 8 heroes, it increases its damage by 120. After hitting 16, we gain an additional charge. Now, I gotta be honest, 8 heroes doesn't seem like a lot, which probably means I'm gonna have an even harder time with this than I originally thought I would be. Although there was a pretty decent hit right there. Living Bomb on me is terrible, and I'm just gonna back out. Somehow, still getting the kill onto the enemy team's Nazebo. We're gonna give our cannon credit for that one. Now, what I should have done is gone and soak XP first, but you know, you put a hill hero quest chain in front of me, and all of a sudden I have to follow it. So this is going to be a common trend for what we're trying to do, is basically time those W explosions to catch enemies off guard and deal damage. I did have an easy way of doing that previously, and that is with the returning boomerang. You can actually kind of set up some surprise explosions on enemies that they don't see coming by shooting the Q out first and then placing the W underneath it. We're not even going to be able to do that in today's game. In fact, I would say that if there wasn't a quest at level 1, Echo Pulse would still be my go-to for sure. We are seeing some pretty big slows on the enemy team here as this Chromie is trying to flee. Let me just put down a little slow area in front of her, make sure she's not going anywhere, and she is taken down. While that was happening, their healer decided to offlane. Okay. Maybe that's not the play. Maybe let someone else do that. Don't you guys have a Johanna or something? Well, we catch the lane as soon as it comes back and keep it moving. And even though we're 2 minutes into this game, I have not gotten any more progress on our quest since the first fight, which was like 2 minutes ago now. So maybe this will take a bit longer. However, we do have one advantage going into these objectives. A lot of these have smaller choke points that we should be able to kind of clump up our enemies in and hopefully deal some decent damage to them. With Chromie pushing middle, I know I'm not going to be able to hit her. She outranges me too much, but I can just clear the wave and then leave, and then go clear top, and then leave. Our Warp Rift has such a short cooldown that we can be a lane bully in 2 lanes at the same time without losing too much of anything, to be honest with you. I'm just going to put the cannon down there. I'm not going to stay too much longer. With the objective coming up, I need to make sure that I have good pylons for it. We have that one above us, and we have this one beneath us. 2 members of the enemy team in the middle lane. One of them is Chromie, who can essentially poke at these objectives for all eternity. Luckily for us, she just used a Q on someone else, so it is going to be on cooldown. But Karazim doesn't care. He's just jumping right in, and now this is where we start to have some fun. That was one explosion there. Back it up just a little bit if they're still coming in. Nope, not going to get that explosion. Enemy team completely zoned us out of this objective at the start of this game. Will you walk into that, please? Oh, God. This is going to be a lot harder than I expected. Oh, very good stun by Blaze. Sets our team up very nicely. Can I actually do anything with it, though? No, not enough mana. We are outside of our pylon's range. The friendly team still does pick up a kill on Johanna. Very nice to see. We'll just leave those explosions, those time bombs waiting to happen right over those minions so we get credit for them. Now, detonate Warp Rifts quickly for extra damage. If we blow them up within the first 3 seconds of them being alive, like this. I hate it. I hate it. Like that, if I, hit it, then we would get bonus damage on top of our opponents. Basically incentivizing the detonation rather than the, added duration explosion whenever possible. The enemy team is getting bodied down here. Our front line is just controlling the pacing of everything. We'll put those down in front of their spawn. Still don't get to hit him with it, though, but I'll still take that kill on Kale Thos. Now, the enemy team is soaking middle lane at the moment. Let's see if we can just move in here and disrupt this for this Chromie. There we go. Thank you. Bye. Good luck. Good luck doing whatever you were doing. We do need to get to these objectives early just so we can get our pylon set up without the enemy team immediately knowing where they are. Although, you know, it's not that difficult to guess. First cannon is going down here. I'm going to venture this way. Yeah, Nazebo and Johanna weren't paying attention to me at all. If Nazebo caught wind now, he could interrupt me. Fuck. Really? Here. Two of us can play this game, Nazebo. Two of us. He's just in the... Oh. You can land the tongue? I got you. Not... You're not... Oh, God. I missed the boomerang! I missed it! It was so good! Okay, channeling. I thought I was.
That was fun.
Okay. I did something. If he has Pyroblast, I'm not going to be having any fun.
And it will
Looks like Karazim was able to retake middle. Yeah, this is very...
You will fall.
This is not as satisfying as the cannon build. Very difficult to line up these things reliably. I didn't realize how reliant on the boomerang mechanic I really got. It's not so much the detonation that I'm struggling. Well, I mean, it kind of is. I was so used to the rhythm of sending out a projectile and then exploding the detonation on the way back that rhythm has kind of been disrupted. Karazim jumping in on me. We're just going to go ahead and pop my ult here, dissuade these guys from attacking. It looks like they got the message. They backed up quite a lot. Let me head back to the middle lane. We can, ooh, not too close. Try to stop them from advancing. Once again, that's a Pyroblast. He just tried to cast it on me. If he does successfully get it cast off, that's it. I don't have any say in the matter. I can't survive that, at least not with the talents that I have taken for this game. That is for sure. Potentially, we could have gone for the shield at level 4, which would help out, and we still want to get the shield at level 13 to help out, to try to mitigate that Pyroblast damage. But if we're missing this much health, we don't get to play the game anymore. Kind of unfortunate. Top lane moving back towards the enemy team. I might take a second to grab this camp here as well. We are halfway done with the quest, so these should be. These detonations should be chunking for quite a lot of damage, and they are actually clearing out this camp very quickly. Our Blaze is dead, so the enemy team is likely going to be getting this objective. It's probably going to be in my best interest just to push these guys into tower, make sure they get there, and then rotate down after. Now, missing some core health isn't that big of a deal. We're still pretty early in this game. We should be fine. But of course, their team's going to get stronger as the game progresses as well. Don't stun me, please. Thank you. Thank you. Actually, she does have the stun too. She could have easily done that there. Hopefully it was on cooldown. Well, let's head back down to bottom and try to help pressure with our Deheka. The enemy team is potentially taking over this Merc camp here. Hey, that was a good detonation. Come on, Blaze. Come on, Blaze. I actually have 2 pylons set up pretty close here. I thought I did. One of them died. I'm gonna ult again. Set up another pylon. We should be able to siege this. We're not soaking any XP anywhere, but luckily enough, they aren't either. This is a very weird game for me. This is very weird. I'm not even like, look how much XP is on the map right now. Ugh. Okay, cannon set up. The boomerang missed there. I have a feeling they're about to rally and try to re-jump on me again, so we're just going to back up. Next objective's happening in 20 seconds, so let's head up to the top of the map. We could shove middle lane back in as well. Should try the cannon build next. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. Oh, God. I've literally been playing nothing but cannon build for 3 weeks. The one game I try something different, and it goes back to feeling like I've never played this character ever, like before, ever. All right. Well, 10 seconds till we're back into the game. We got taken down by the temporal loop, which, if they cast on me, I once again have no say in whether or not I'm going to die. I just have to accept fate. Enemy team is very grouped in the middle lane, though. Let's see if we can get back over there. We're at 11 out of 16 on our quest at the moment. Once we hit level 20, it's actually going to get significantly more ridiculous as well. Take good damage. I can put a cannon down to block it. That's actually a cool idea. I'm going to ult here. Bought us a little bit of time. Not a ton, it seems. I'm also going to sip here, too. Just to make sure my health does stay high. I want another pylon in front. Oh my god, I just got chunked. Okay, there's a lot of XP up top. Let me go try to get that. I don't know what canceled my boost, but it is on cooldown. Still no sign of the... Oh, there it is. There's the sign of the next objective. Okay, that is pretty satisfying lane clear. But is it worth it for all of the added stress? I don't know. 30 seconds on ult, so that's not going to be ready. But we do have a somewhat decent pylon down. Oh, you don't even need to overlap the areas with this setup, actually.
What? I mean...
I'm just going to assume that there's a Chromie waiting to kill me or a Pyroblast coming my way, but it actually seems like both of those characters are accounted for, and we got it at the last second. That's good news. We needed some good news. I'm going to pick up the Gravity Well. This is going to make it so as characters enter the slow, they will be slowed for longer. I was hoping that would help me actually line up. I didn't need that! Woo! Oh, that was scary. Holy shit. Where's my other pylon? It's not in range here. I actually... Oh, living bomb. I do need some of these minions. Oh my god, look at that damage on Chromie! Another pylon. It'll take my ult too, right? Oh, it sure does. Look at that. That's a thing of beauty. Oh my goodness. Well, we are hanging on to this way longer than I expected us to. And actually picked up a kill on Nazebo as Dahaka landed a good grab there. That was great. I'm going to sippy cup one more time, get my health back up before we step out again. I don't feel crazy confident about being here, but... Oh! But these are really starting to chunk now, actually. Damn! That's more damage than I thought. That was way... I feel like Nullgate would be good with this. If you land a good Nullgate, they're going to basically be standing still anyway. Okay, I can't fight here. Let's just put this down, try to dissuade them a little bit. Pylon down and channel. Chromie's in the area. Pyroblast is in the area. No one used it. Yes! And we are back in this video game. Okay, moving up. Pylon down. Cannon. I kind of want to wait 10 seconds. It doesn't look like I'll be able to. Our quest is completed as well. So we have 3 charges of our W now. Oh, it just hit Chromie for a shit ton. Yeah, we are losing this building very soon. All right. Yeah, this feels like I'm playing an entirely different character, like no joke. I was so confident and so snarky before. It's all out the window. Well, they didn't actually take their building back right away. They're letting minions push into it so we can get some more free damage. It's very, very nice of them. I don't even need to do the double overlap. We've already established that. It's 700 damage in explosion. So we could do this, and without even detonating, that would clear an entire lane. And we could do that literally like every 8 seconds or something. There is a big fight happening underneath us, so let's try to get down to it. Looks like we are in control as the enemy team's Kael'thas is trying to get away. It would be a shame if someone missed all of their spells right there, wouldn't it, Kael'thas? Wouldn't that just be a shame? Oh, God. Next objective is above us. I'm going to sippy cup one more time and try to relocate up there. 2 members of the enemy team are down in the bottom lane right now, and I do not have a pylon ready for this channel. But there we go. Blaze is trying to zone. Let's try to get some stuff down in between them as well, like this turret. I need to wait for one more pylon, actually. Oh, God. Never mind. I'm going to ult now because I'm dead. Isn't that fun? If I had just a few more seconds, we could have had double pylon down there, which would have zoned him out quite nicely. Blaze with some fire is going to interrupt one more time, but we don't have anyone really alive to hold this off. Oof. Couldn't get near you to bunker. Yeah, that's okay. Well, the enemy team just took our objective from us, and it looks like they are taking boss right now too. That means our core is going to be down to just 4 health. The next objective is going to be the most important one, so let's pick up Probius loop. This is going to cause our warp rifts to make more warp rifts if we detonate them successfully on enemy heroes. Both teams are level 20. Enemy team is slightly ahead of us. Blaze engaging, but missing the stun. Enemy team's getting very split here. That slow on Kael'thas does result in a kill there. We're back on the map, and I'm going to be heading to the top lane since it seems like that's where Nazebo wants to push. Once again, all we have to do, start setting up. Clear all that out, lickety-split. Back to middle. Keep the pressure up. God, I wish I had a fucking pylon. Here we go. If we just put this down, that should keep the lane back enough. Next objectives are beneath me. Kael'thas is going to be alive again. Do we think he's going to teleport? We might be able to set up something for that. I'll just leave that there for the time being. I'm going to try to get down to the very, very bottom and pylon early. The rest of our friendly team is channeling above us here, so they're going to meet the teleports head on. Looks like Chromie tried to interrupt, but was intercepted. Okay. Push this in. That's all we need to do. Surprised he didn't just pyroblast us there, to be honest with you. Let's cannon behind him. With pyroblast used, that opens me up a lot. Good explosion. I'm going to meet the wave again. That way we're still keeping bottom lane pressure while we're fighting over the objective. By the way, which we won. This is 4-3 now. Next objective is going to be a single as well, so that won't even determine the winner here. That sucks. That fucking sucks. Ah! I feel like if I was cannon build, I could have killed that all day. I could have killed that all fucking day. Good pressure in the bottom lane is going to be moving that in, though. There it is. Now we need to keep that momentum going. There is a fight happening without me on the field, but the enemy team doesn't have Kale Thos as well. We do lose our Jaina, though. Elemental's still in play, still slowing down the enemy team and dealing critical hit damage to that Karazim, but it looks like we are not really able to take this, and they're falling back at the moment. I'm going to be back on the field. Shit, this is really bad. Oh, God. I'm going to be back on the field in just a couple seconds. If the enemy team get this objective, it's not actually the end of the world. You get it? Yes. But I don't see any way that we're going to be able to stop them either. If I take the teleport, I'm farther behind. I don't know. We have two really big front lines here. This is a 3v3 as well. If Pyroblast is cast on me, it's over, though. Oh. Channel. There's the interrupt. No bunker. Fuck me, dude. It's so frustrating. That's so frustrating. I actually could see Jaina getting the snipe here. If we could get the elemental onto Chromie, I think just a couple of auto attacks onto that Chromie would have done it. Well, boss is still dead for 15 seconds. They have numbers advantage to go straight there. You gotta check it. You gotta check it. If they get it, we lose. Want to take the teleporter? Boosting in, boosting in. GG. Okay, didn't like that build at all. Now we know.